victory. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. On first down, Tagovailoa. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Justin Madubuike able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Tua. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Here's Tua. And he rifles one incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Will Fuller was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They find some open field here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. He'll buy some time right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Geez, I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but, you know, if you wanted proof of his straight line speed, look no further.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Oh, some strong running. Evades the tackler and now some space. 20, 10, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Salvon Ahmed. 75 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the move to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first. Seven, our score after 1. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the 30 on second down, Tua throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 44, Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson being chased out left. here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out to his left. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And for a while when this place opened, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Tua going to throw. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, the return is Duvernay. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And how about that return? Inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. This time Jackson will throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Well, you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
4th down, here's Jackson. Rolling, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. So now this to get themselves a lead here heading into the break. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
The score, Ravens 21, Dolphins 20.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First down, Ravens.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And the defense loses him. It's complete. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Dobbins. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? And, you know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it.
Because most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Steps away to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. We knew he had the potential to give this defense fits with his arm, but he's really given them fits with his legs in this one.
Got him tied knots, doesn't he? Because you can see the indecision all the way through. Because when you're defending an RPO and you have to have the proper assignments, that means you're thinking instead of reacting. And he's taking full advantage of that, having a big game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. Come on. And they do finally get him at the 12.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dobbins trying the left side. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 56 yards on the ground for him so far. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Sliding out of the pocket. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out as the Ravens push further out in front. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And just a yard to go here on second down. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. From the gun, it's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Now Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Tyus Bowser, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. He's got Fuller. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Tua now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Tua to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Tyus Bowser in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Tua. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Parker. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa. He'll find Parker again. Complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins, but only able to muster a gain up to the 8-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.